Hello. Right, I've got a stand here and I don't know what height's that at. Don't know if that's a better. Don't know if it's supposed to be up or down. Might just leave it at this height and see how we get on. Just yeah, let me get them out. Got some cards. Put them on the door. And let's see who comes in. Don't know if I knew. It's a bit bright. Hi to everybody that's there and that will come in. I know it's a bit later than usual. Hi to all the energies, even the ones that really shouldn't be over here. Looking for tidbits. I'm going to wait just a few minutes. What time is it? I don't even know. I've had a great day. It's just been topped off with going on Roxanne's channel and chatting on there with the lovely people in the chat over there, and the dance thing that was at the end. People will know if they've been over there. Hi, Flower Power. That was just ace. It shows you that people are waking up and there isn't a way of doing it in anger. There's a way of doing it with a lot of creativity. So yeah, so I'm just going to wait a few more minutes. I'll look in my book. Hi, Susie Q, because this was about and I've drawn a picture as well. This was about the Reiki session that I had, so I thought I wanted to share it today. I was going to save it, but I just thought, just seeing a load of orbs. Oh my God. Off camera, by the way. Oh, not surprised, because there's just lots of energy going on. I'm so excited. Okay, if you see me looking, I'm just getting distracted. Sorry, I'm just watching them live. Anyway, I won't be distracted. They're always there anyway. So it's all about energy anyway. So you know what I mean. Talking about them as well. So yeah. So it's my experience of what happened with me today, and a lot of validations within myself that I knew of anyway, because you do know. Some people see that as big-headedness, but it's not. It's just, because it's an innate knowing of my true authentic divinity that I stand in my own right. Like I said, the naysayers can say what they want. You should be standing in your own truth and not, still, going on about other people. Stand in your own divinity, know who you are, do what you love and love what you do. So I'm just going to go through my experiences. No one can take your experiences away if you're experiencing it. If someone isn't experiencing the same thing, it doesn't mean it's not true. It might not be true to them. And there's a big message I will put out that I've actually wrote down in here, so hopefully I can read it, on people and people's ways of doing things and how they think you should do something, when there's no wrong or right way at the end of the day, no matter what you're into. But some people, don't, there's just energies out there that don't seem to get that. And I was drawing pictures last night as well, and this morning, so I have wrote a few notes down in one of my many books about what was said today, so it'll rejog my memory of what went on, because sometimes you can forget. And I said to my friend, you should write it down when you get in, because you'll remember, because you might forget. But I have got quite a good memory anyway, so that's good. 13 in the house, that lucky number. I have been laughing today before I warm up and get into it, of the whole situation with energy out there, and how honest to God, Comedy Central with people and their energies, and I'm like, focus on what you love and love what you do, not other people. So we've got Lois, and we've got Andy, and we've got Paul F, and we've got Flower Power, and we've got Susie Q, and we've got Andy, and there's other people in chat, and there's probably trolls under the bridge, because they do loom in the darkness, in the shadows. Just saying. Ooh. Shout out to the lovely Lady V. High-fiving you right now. If you get to see this, or anyone from Lady V's channel, as in Higher Realms Holistics, she cracks me up sometimes. I do love her feistiness as well. Love that woman. She did put my Instagram up today, which was lovely. People are sharing and caring people's stuff. She's a lovely light warrior. There's a lot of us, and there's a lot of warrioring ones, but you know, we all know that out there. That was just said on Roxanne's channel, and there was loads of people in there who were on, on that. So it's great. Is that Dobsty? Just know if I Dobsty, I can't even say it properly. Just know if you're new to my channel, I do have a bit of dyslexia, so I might read your name out wrong, or I might just give you a nickname. So don't be offended. Your aura is violet indigo. Yes, it is, Susie Q. I am an indigo. I'll talk about that in a minute because that was said today and it wasn't something I didn't know. It's something I knew. But I was like, because I didn't look into all that, like when you're born and this, that and the other, but I knew I was. So it was that innate knowing. And when it got said today, I was like, I know, especially with the orbs and everything that have been coming in. So I'm going to go through my experience. Moi. You saw me in the car today. That was my friend's car. We'd gone to go to a Reiki session. So it was an hour and a half. Obviously, I had to wait in the car, certain things going on. And I'll tell you what, every day just gets better and better. And the more people you're talking to and connecting to, especially, off YouTube, I don't mean sitting on YouTube all the time and obviously when this gets taken down, the whole lockdown, because it will. John Truth, hello. People need to go and connect with the world and people in the world and remember you're human and start connecting again, because when I went out today and connected with this other beautiful soul, they knew about Trump. They knew Trump's a good guy. They knew about Q as well, and they knew that's a movement for a tool to help people. So all it is, well, there's a bit more going on behind that, but which is beautiful. Some people don't see that. That's fine. That doesn't, it doesn't take away from people if they're not, if they know what it is. It doesn't matter if they don't, they don't. But just saying this person knew about that and was like, oh yeah, people don't understand. It was just so beautiful that we had this conversation. Dolly had a strange thing last night as I was dropping off to sleep. I had a vision of lightning or energy going down the left hand. Oh, I could feel it kind of. It won't. Yeah, there's lots of, that'll go into my chat in a minute. There's lots of vibrations coming in. There's lots of energy. There's lots of frequencies. There's lots of toning, getting you online with certain things. So anyway, if any mods, if anyone looks new that I've come in or anyone's saying hi, don't be offended when I get in the flow. I can't really look too much at the chat. You know what I'm like. I get distracted very easily. That's why you have to be quite good on live, because you can get distracted. So yeah, basically we had a chat and I went in and it was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm at home in this space, because the space was beautiful. There was incense on, obviously, because that's to relax you and so on and so forth. You had the old Himalayan salt candles on, and the chakras on the wall, this, that and the other, like you'd expect if you went to a healer and you're seeing the things that you'd normally see that you'd class as like spiritual symbols and so on and so forth. And so we just started talking. I swear to God, it was like at least half an hour before we even got into our session, and it was an hour and a half each. So we were chatting. Just remember, let them know in chat that I'm not. If I'm not saying hi in chat, I just can't get distracted off what I'm saying. So I'm trying to get good at not looking at chat just yet until I get a little bit of this out. So yeah, we sat down and it straight away it was like, when were you born? Like blah 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 blah. And I was like, he went, you're an indigo. I said, yeah. I said I did come to that assumption. I said, He went, your aura is very violet. I was like, I know. And it was like all these things that I knew for myself anyway. I don't need validating off anybody, but it's just nice when people can see it. And I've been told that before anyway. And that's the colour I see a lot of. And we were just talking about spirituality and energies and the tingles in your forehead and all sorts of different things. It was like back and forth, like, yeah. Wasn't this back and forthness of, oh, I haven't done that or you haven't done that. Like I said, it goes on in the spiritual community. And even he said that he's been getting a lot of crap off people lately. I wonder why, because the energies are everywhere. And all this, I'm better than you business, which there is none of that about. It doesn't mean anybody's better than anyone. I've just said on Roxanne's channel, it's you. Yeah, Susie Q. It's you coming online with yourself and you being the mastery of your own chemicals in your body and your own energies and so forth and so on. Mastering them and mastering your emotions. A lot of people out there who are mastering their emotions very well. And won't be doing soon with certain stuff that come out. That's why I said you've got to be ready for when that comes for the people. And this is my path and I just share it, as I've said before. There's no right or wrong way of doing it or how you come about it or how you get into it, information, blah, blah. So we were talking about all of that. it was so calming in there. And he was like, do you know what? I could sit and talk to you all day. Oh my God, isn't it great when you like-minded people? And I'm talking about actually out there in the world, not just sat on here, face-to-face connection. And it was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, your aura's bright and this, that, and the other. And what other things did he say? Yeah, basically, he was just going through all that with this deep conversation about what's going on and people. And, we were even laughing. We had a laugh because we were saying about the muggles, and we don't mean that in a horrible way. It's just the muggles versus, like, I'd say, the magical ones, the ones that know about energy. Because, as I've said before, magic is just energy. That's what the Egyptians knew. It's just energy. You could say science. It's alchemy. That's what basically everything is. It's alchemy. So to the trolls out there who have been listening in yet again and think that I'm Wiccan, you're wrong again, because I'm not Wiccan. I mentioned it the other day and said, I could be Wiccan, but I said witchy, it's witchcraft, Wiccan, whatever. Wiccan's more of a religion. And I don't know what people's beef is now, because now people are calling that out now, and pagan people, and it's just ridiculous because some people fear what they don't know, so they don't go near it. I would say if you don't resonate with anything, it just means it's not for you. It doesn't mean it's evil or it's bad. And if you're reading stuff about what mainstream media have put up about a certain thing, or Gerald Gardner or whoever, you've got to be very careful if it's written by mainstream, because they try to take you away from everything and make everything sound evil. So people should know that by now. Like I said, it doesn't matter what path you take. And if you really look into, they'll say, oh, it's a sex cult. Everyone says it's a cult. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not in that because I'm not in a religion. I do it myself off my own back. I could say solitary witch. It's ridiculous. If you know about pagan and so-called witches, it's all nature-based. It's a nature-based religion, if you want to say that. But I'm not in the religion because I'm not in a group. I'm not in a coven or whatever. I just do things myself. And witch just means it's another word for spiritual. It's people of the wise, people who knew about the earth. And pagan's not a bad thing. Even people think pagan's bad. There are pagan people that do rituals that are not good, because there is a dark side in everything. So people really need to get the facts straight with things, because if you're shouting out about that, you're going against a lot of pagan people out there, and a lot of people who class themselves as Wiccans or witches, wizards, warlocks, whatever. There's bad and evil in everything. So then people need to get the facts right, because that is a ridiculous thing to say. And that's why I say it doesn't matter what your path you get onto, as long as your intentions are good. So I just don't think people are getting that with it. So there's another thing that's not fact, because I'm not Wiccan. Because it's more of a religion. You could class me as that, and I think that's what I said the other day, but I'm not, because it's more of a religion, and I don't follow things as, I like to do my own thing in my own way, but like I said, it's nature-based. There's nothing scary about magic. It's energy. And you don't put dark magic out to people. Well, some people do, but you concentrate on your own thing. So just wanted to get that out there, because it is getting quite ridiculous of the stalking going on. It is quite ridiculous. So anyway, talking about energy, so we were talking about all of that. We were talking about, these spiritual, people going against people in the spiritual community, this, that, and the other. Is it you or your sister that is coming through, darling? I don't know what you're talking about, John. Truth, you might have to elaborate on that. So anyway, yeah, we were talking about all that sort of stuff. It was all brought up about how people are perceiving things, how they go in the mindset with things, and we were just saying how it's bonkers, but it is really good, and it's nice to have them people that do that, because it reminds you of who you really are, and then you shine your light stronger, because you don't let these people get you down. I've said before, focus on what you do, focus on your life, and focus on what makes you happy. If you're not doing that, you're never really going to be happy. It's not your true authentic self when you are just focusing on other people. I was speaking through my mic on YouTube. I got my words mixed up. I knew, Dolly, you're strong. You've got it. Love you for your baby girl. Thank you, middle mama one. I just speak out. I'm not scared of speaking out. Hi, Dolly from Pennsylvania. So happy you're live. Oh, well, I've come on later, so, I'm getting this out about the energy. And that's why, sometimes I think, I won't bring something up, but then it just comes out. Anyway, so we were talking about all sorts of different things, and I said, the dark's good because it helps you realise that you are the light, and you shine brighter in the dark. Anyway, so there's loads of things we were talking about, and eventually it was like, I had to go and sit in the car, so then I came on and chatted to you guys, and then I went in, and he's just going through the whole thing of, what's going on and what he's going to do, and explaining all, because I've never been before, but I just felt like I needed to see if I had any other energies that might be still stuck there, because we all do. To practice ritual. Yeah, we try. So anyway, sorry, I'm not getting distracted again by the chat. So anyway, I just share my experiences. Some people don't like it. It is ridiculous, but I got on the bed. He went through everything what he was going to do. Sorry, I'm watching these orbs fly about. And stuff. And I even spoke about the orbs, and he was like, yeah, and what colour? And he was like, yeah. So you don't get dark ones. And I went, no. I said, and I know what they are. And he was like, isn't it amazing when you see the faces, when you blow them up? And like I saw the one with the child in, and what energy that was being released. And some of the, and I know I can never say this word right, geometry, sacred geometry in it, and loads of really good fit. Oh God, it was just like bouncing off each other. Not this ping pong that people like to play, bouncing off each other, happy. And my friend who was there was just woke up on her spiritual path. She was like, yeah, Susie Q. She was like, and it was like the Trinity sat there, and we were like, oh my God, isn't it great? And this is how it should be. When people are getting on their path, you should be happy. You shouldn't be going against people, trying to suppress their path because they didn't do it your way. And where did they get that from? I check into my own Akashic Records, just realised what that was today, that I've always been doing it. Call it what you want. I've been doing it naturally. Just doing it. I think people get jealous of, like, I've had this before with a male, and they were like, how do you know though? You say this thing. It's like, I don't know, I just know. And people out there sometimes, they don't want you to wake up, or if you're waking up because you didn't do it the way they did it, or something seems different, or maybe you're looking at something different, Trump or something, I don't know. They just think you're a bad person, because how did they get that information? What didn't do it the same way did it, but you do get the same sort of information, you know what I mean? And you do get other little bits because you're tapping into your own etheric field. That's what I'll call it. Dolly Daydream, you are dimension surfing, and you can channel your energy into one at a time. Yeah, you can. I do it multi-dimensional beings. Do you know what I mean? So, but like I said, I won't get distracted with chat. I'll come in chat when I finish my chat, because I get on one. If you're new to my channel, I'm quite fast at speaking when I'm in the flow. So it just comes in and blah, 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 blah. I don't have to think about it, it just comes in. So yeah, I've got the amethyst on. It's there. There's one of my rings. Handmade little angel ring there with the little, where is it? Is it upside down? It's upside down. Little angel ring. So yeah, we were talking about all that. There's probably some other bits that I'll remember in a minute, but it was ace. Anyway, I got on the bed, and it was going through like a tuning, sort of scanning my chakras. That was amazing, because I felt heat, I felt tingles, things going on. I even started laughing, and he was like, don't be. I said, oh, I'm not bothered, I'll laugh. If I feel like laughing, I'll laugh. He said, just let everything, I wasn't bothered, but I was laughing. He said, because that's a frequency and it's good that you're laughing. So we did all that, did that for quite a bit. Told me, like he was going to go under my head and that. And then obviously, because I'm a woman, he's not going to touch anyway. He's just going to hover the hands over, and you have a blanket on anyway and all that. So that was all fine. And then, yeah, going through all that and what you might see and the colours and all that. So anyway, let me see what was said. Yeah, so I got on the bed, and as soon as he touched my shoulders, he went, are you a healer? And I was like, well, that's what people say, but yeah, I guess I am, because I do bring healing to people. I know that, myself. I don't need, people saying I am and not. I know who I am at the end of the day, and I know what I'm doing. So that was like brilliant. And then he, so he said my aura was violet. I'm a healer. What else went on just before? Yeah, he did that. I can't remember if somebody did the scanning, but there was energies moving up my feet and everywhere. And then he did singing bowls on me. That was amazing, because it was like, felt like he was here, there, everywhere, and all this like energy like vibrating through me, which was brilliant. And I did have a bit of some sort of energy stuck on the right side of my chest sort of thing, not a pain, just a sort of pressure. Felt like somebody's hand, but he got that removed. And he also said, I don't know where this was at what point it was, but I'll just come out with it as I go in it. Have you had a lot of things in the past where, because he did ask what my intent was of what I wanted to release, and I told him. I'm not going to tell you, but I told him. And then rain out, wind out there. Tears started coming out of my eyes. Not upset, it was just like a release. And he said, oh yeah, like the tears coming. I went, oh yeah, well, I'm not bothered, you know. I know tears are a release, and it's cleansing because it's water. So that was happening. But I loved that. I was smiling as that was going on because I knew something was releasing. You don't have to know what it is, you know what I mean? So yeah, it is normal. So that was beautiful. You know, I wasn't resisting. Some people might think, I don't want to cry, you know, like I'm stiffening up. I was relaxed. I was letting it, whatever came out, it was whatever. I was laughing, smiling, giggling. He loved that because he was laughing as well. Hi, I'm in the flow, so I'm not looking in chat at the minute. So also, then he said, oh, I'm getting this picture of like, because he reads the energies and sees pictures sometimes. He was like, I'm getting the energy of like a foundation being built, something to do with the foundation. You're building on your foundation. I thought, yes, that is definitely what's going on. Even the foundation of my energy and my path that I'm on is for no one else to say what my path is. It's for me. Oh, thank you, JJ Jedi. Yeah, this is why I know I'm a healer in that sense, and I don't need anyone to tell me I'm not, you know. I just think it's funny how people can try and tell people what they are and what they're not, you know, when they're being quite negative about stuff. I don't mean people in chat. So I had all that, and I was like, yeah. And then at some point, let me check my notes. Yeah, he did say something about a guy sat on a couch, and it just reminded me of Dad. And he said, like, Jim McDonald, who used to be in Coronation Street. He said, I don't know why I'm getting that word, but that did remind me of my dad. And then he said something about red hair, which I told you about the sons of red eyebrows, and an Irish connection, because Jim McDonald, and it was Irish, and there was all that bit talking about that. And then, did he also tell you that you are about to progress to higher energy? Yeah. We were talking about that as the past the 7 chakras, yeah, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. It did come in, because it came in with when he was doing, I might as well say it now, when he was doing the energy clearing, he said there is something there that is like, it's coming in anyway, but he said there's something there that you've been probably trying to resist in the way of this really high celestial energy, beautiful, he said beautiful energy, and he said it's there, it's very light and everything. Yeah, thank you, Susie Q. And I think that's a clearing from that it will come in. And then what else happened before this big thing happened? Or I'll just mix it up, it doesn't really matter. Well, anyway, we were going through all this, you know, moving energies and what I was feeling and all this. And then he said, so let me check. Oh yeah, that was it, sorry. He asked me if in the past I've always let people into my heart space, like literally open to everything. And I went, yeah, that's when the tears started coming out, because I've always let people in. I'm a Piscean. I've always let people into my heart, and we have this discussion of how in the past with exes and different people, I've tried to fix people. That's what we all try to do. And I've always been like that. If I could fix somebody, that's why I came on YouTube as well, and then realised it's never done me any good, because you can't, they've got to do the path themselves. Sometimes you can guide, you know, you give them inspiration, but yeah, no, she is going to be, ooh, yeah, and it was all that with, I'm still like that, but I'm more like, I have a shield up, not a shield of like, oh my God, you know, a shield of I'm never letting people in. I do, but I know there has to be boundaries, like I keep saying with stuff that's been going on lately. Yeah, tear is true knowledge. Yeah, it is, and you've got to let that go. So that was beautiful, and I was releasing that as well. And that's the thing of things that have happened in your past, a bit like Q says, future proofs the past, is you look back on your past and you're like, oh my God, through all that trauma and everything of, you know, my life, of what I've experienced in however I've experienced it, it was meant to happen to get me to this point. And that's why I said I'm so in my own divinity now, nobody can stop me. Doesn't matter what anyone's saying out there. I stand in my own divinity, and I'm absolutely so content with that I had today, that just going there today, I knew I had to go with the friend. What he was saying was what I was seeing and what I've been feeling. So people go out there, I don't need validation. No, I didn't, but it still gave me that's what I knew it was. So I know now, because he said sometimes you've had things where maybe you've doubted yourself of little things of where it was coming from or whatever. I said, not really. It's just that people come in like they have been doing lately, and the way they come in with their energy, they throw it out there because they want people to doubt themselves. I said, not really doubting myself, maybe subconscious, but I know what my divinity is now. And when you know your divinity, nothing can dim your light. It doesn't matter what people are saying out there, what sort of things they're doing, what they're trying to do against you. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't work when you're in your own divinity. So that was what I was coming to anyway. And with all that, he did a thing where I was literally flying on the table. Oh my God, did I leave my body? And also, when he went to touch here, do you know what it felt like? I had to draw a picture. I mean, I did there. It was like, I'm a Pisces water, and I'm on the cusp of Aquarius as well, so it's water, divine waters. I swim in the waters above and the waters below. So, yeah. So, when he touched my forehead, oh my God, he connected, and I knew he was connected. And do you know what he said? These were the words that he said. He went, where is it? He said, what did he say? Well, he basically said, he went, oh, wow. And it was like, say you've got a puddle on the floor of water, and you pressed this is how I can explain it, pressed his finger into, where my third eye is, pressed his finger into the water. It just like it rippled, like he tapped into me, obviously. And when he did that, he went, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That's so beautiful. Hi, Rachel Pixar. And I knew what he was going to say. And he went, oh, my God. Wow. He went, the love there is, like basically was saying, it was a powerful thing. He went, oh, my God. He went, I am loving this. And I was like, oh. And then he was like, what colours are you seeing? And he was seeing the same as me, and we were describing the same things, and it was the blue. I said, it's an electrical blue. He said, yes, because that is from, higher source, and it's more like like we say, the violet colour, because it has white light in it as well, but also magenta, which is higher consciousness. And there was all that going on, and there was one point where I could see orange. It was like orange was coming up, and then the blue was bringing it down, and then orange was coming up, and the blue, and he was like, are you seeing orange and blue right now? I was like, yeah. And then it just went blue, like turquoise, well, that blue colour. I said, it's just blue, 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 indigo, blue, like water was being bathed over me. It was absolutely beautiful. And I was just like, and at one point it went, oh, we're just flying, we're just like chilling. He said, we're going through the stars slowly. I went, that's what I'm feeling, like we're in the cosmos. And it was just like chilling, and like I could just lie here forever, and it was great. And then certain things were said again about different things. I was speaking through it as well, going, oh, blah, this, that, and the other, getting tingles here, getting tingles there. And then he went to my solar plex. Oh my God, when he got there, and he put his hand over there, the frigging vibrations I was getting were amazing. And it is the vibration that I got when people know what I'm talking about. When you're in bed or you're sat in a chair and you're getting them frequency changes and the vibrations, that was a vibration. And when I spoke to my friend after, she's been getting that, even though she's just woke up on a path. We all wake up at different times when we're ready. And I said, yeah, I knew that's what it was, but I said, that is the exact same feeling. It's like the vibrations, and it was beautiful. And then he was like, you're really clearing, and he was quite like, wow. And I was like, wow. And then it was just ace. And then at one point, this, teleportation, lucid dream, all that was going on, because I was seeing water again. I'm a Piscean though, and I always, waters, like bathing in waters. And he did say at one point, oh, I feel like I'm at a beach with you now, at a beach, like on a beach. And I was like, yeah, I can see that too. And then, what else did I put? Oh yeah, at one point this blue energy came in. It's always blue, and there was blue orbs yesterday, and I said, oh my God, it's like a silhouette. I have had this before and painted a silhouette a few years ago, and I went, it's like a silhouette. That's what it looks like, no face. I said, yeah, but it's blue. And it was like coming up. And do you remember the other week, for people who are not new, I said about this, that was blue as well. It was like I stepped into my higher self and this being with wings had come over me. Like I'd stepped into my divinity. That's why I was just feeling ace lately, and stepped in. And then I said to him, it's like a being, I can't see his face. It's like, I'm burping now because he said 24 hours after you can still get in things that are being released. And he loved the fact that I had this and it was on my throat chakra, talking truth and communicating. He said, you're a good communicator. I went, yes, throat chakra and all that. And he said, I will come into chat when I finished. He said, I said, yeah, I can see this being. I can't see the face, but it's like a being, and it's this energy, and it's blue, and it's calm, and it's so beautiful, and oh my God. And then it got bigger and bigger, and it was like engulfing me, but like with love and calming. And then I was like, oh, and this is a picture I drew just to represent something. He saw it too. He said, oh, has it got a bit of dark in it? Not dark as in bad, it was just a silhouette, but it had a lot of blue moving around in it, like a bit like a body of water, but a being. So I just drew this as a representation of a vision, because I work more with visions and stuff. And the stars are there because it was like cosmic, but it had no face. And I knew it wasn't bad or anything, because it's me as well. I was just like, oh. So I've actually given it a name now. I'm going to call it my spirit guide from now on, because that's what I feel like doing, my higher self. And I've decided to call it, don't care what anyone thinks, don't care if anyone wants to shout that out or something, it's my journey. So I've decided, a name came in called Indigo 7, because the 7 follows me around everywhere, 7 heaven. We all know that. I've talked about the tree of May Your Tree Flourish in Heaven, which was one of my war cries on my family crest, which is an oak tree with seven acorns on, 7 heaven. I always think of heaven, so I always think of the heavenly realms, higher consciousness. So I've decided to call it that energy, or those energies, and me, Indigo 7. So if you ever hear me saying that, that's what I'm going to say it is, representing my higher self, my star fan, whatever you want to call it, those energies, my spirit realm of my spirit ancestors and everything that's going on. That's what I'm going to reference it to. And I think it's a really nice name. And, that's the blue that I always see. So you always see 8, yeah. And 7 represents a lot for me anyway on my path. So that was beautiful. I think there was just loads more, and it was amazing. I'm definitely going to go back in the new year, because I think I said it's not like I needed a lot of clearing. I've been doing a lot of it myself, but it was just great it was just brilliant, it was just brilliant. It was even talking about, because when he said, are you a healer? I said, well, I get the tingles in my hands and I get this, that and the other. He said, you have a lot of energy, so you do need to ground a bit more. And I was like, yeah. And as I just said that, just seeing an orb fly up. They're all in. So yeah, I'm just trying to think what else was said. Oh, and he's seen my artwork and my jewellery. So anyone who's new, do you remember the picture I was doing the other day? And then I just went to Reiki today, because I didn't know I was doing this. It was just off the spur moment thing the other day with a friend, with the whole higher self picture. That was the higher self. This picture isn't finished. This was, that stands for wisdom, the owl, and then the higher self in the cosmos there going on. So eyes of consciousness. So that just totally makes more sense now. Yeah, that's Jade. It's Jade. And then obviously, this one that I've just decided to do something else on before I do put it up for sale is, the winged, you could call it angel, higher self. I see it as higher self because wings represent ascension to me. We were talking about ascension symptoms, which I just basically see as, it's just you coming into alignment and attunement of yourself. People think we're going off planet and everything. Don't necessarily, just seen an orb. I thought they're everywhere. And all that. Sorry, I'm just looking. Smaller is more, yeah. She is your celestial sister, Dolly. I've seen her with you many times. Oh, what do you mean? My Indigo 7. Yeah. I feel it's womanly. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna. Sorry, I keep getting distracted over there. What was I saying then? Yeah. So there was all that going on. We were talking about, different, like I said, tuning in your ear, which a lot of people woke up to years ago, and you get more of it, then it quiets down a bit. And, I always said it's not a ringing in the ears, it's more of a tuning. It's like, like a sort of noise. I told him about my heart a few years back when your heart cracks open, your heart chakra. I know what that was now. And my friend said, oh, I've been getting that as well. And it's like, yeah, I mean, don't always think it's that, you could have something. You've got to check it out. I'm not saying that, but I knew what it was with me. It was a bit feeling like, not that I know what it's like to have a heart attack, but you couldn't breathe in your heart space. It was like, and there's 41 and 14, validation by the numbers. And it was like, just breathe through it. I breathed through it. And the guy was like, oh, you didn't resist. I said, no, all these things that were coming in, even at the time, that I might not realise. I wasn't resisting it. I wasn't resisting the vibrations when they were coming when I was laid down. I was just like, at first I was like, what's that? And I was like, hang on a minute, just let it come through. I'm not in fear of it. I'm just going to lie here until it disappears. I think the more you like that, it does go pretty quickly. The breathing thing with my heart was like, but I got used to that, and then was learning about, the heart chakra and opening, and realised it was that. And then that went after a while. And then I had a thing in my throat once, and I believe that was my throat chakra opening up, more things that I was talking about. So I know I've risen up to that level. And also with the number 7, what's the 7th chakra? And the chakras beyond your bodily self. There's you say there's 13, but I believe there's more. I believe there's more than that. I think we go on and we just evolve more and more and more, and we're always learning, and that's what's very beautiful. Truly connected with your energy supply. Yes, thank you, John. Imagination wanting but knowing. Yeah, me too with my heart and Morse code in my right ear. Yeah. It was more in my right ear, and then it went to my left, feeling vibrations through shoulders a lot. And then, yeah, you climb through them all. Yeah, you do climb through them all. So number 7, I was always getting that number, and that's your crown chakra anyway. And they're the colours that I was seeing, because most of the colours, he said, what were you seeing? Like I said, it was ultraviolet light and magenta mixed in with it as well. And that was just beautiful. It just morphed. And there was one point as well where, 50, there was one point where he had his hands here. I had my eyes closed through all this, by the way, and I was just watching the colours, and I said, oh yeah, I can feel this, like, it was like this moving of energy. I could see it, and it was blue. And he went, oh, is it? I said, no, it's like a wave. It's just doing this, and I could see it all like, moving about. I was just watching it. I was like, wow. And it was great. And then, it was just a great chat, and I felt so good when I came out. He said, you might have a bit of where you might feel like crying, or you might need to go to the toilet, or you might do this, or you might burp after, even tomorrow, because you can still clear a long time after. And that's brilliant, and I'll just go with that. But it was just, there's probably things I've missed out, actually, so let me check. See, I'm very content with my being, my knowing, not anybody else's, my knowing. I'm just looking at my notes. Let me see. Oh, yeah. And the funny thing is, if anyone remembers my pictures when I was drawing women with blue faces, indigo, I was like, oh, okay, so that's why I was drawing women with blue faces. Here's oh, yeah, he said wow, and he said the love of the connection is absolutely beautiful. As soon as he tapped my forehead, he was like, brilliant. What else? Oh, I've just put, don't let anyone try to shut you down. Just, try and shine your light. Did that, said that. Yes, so that was sort of that. You feel you had... No, well, I might do. I might not. It could be something else, couldn't it? And then I've wrote down with the picture, these were just notes I've made, so let's see if I can actually read it. Because we did go on about the Akashic Records. Just remind me after this about the Akashic Records, unless I've wrote it in, because people like to tell you which way to do it. I felt like... Oh yeah, I felt like heavenly waters, as I just said before. I was being bathed in the heavenly waters, and the symbol came out in 3D. Yeah, because at the end of the healing, it threw it down. It was raining like you wouldn't believe. And we were like, that is really hilarious, because water's known for healing and clearing. And it was like at the end of it, it was like, yeah, we're just telling you you've been cleared, or you are clearing, do you know what I mean? You can still go in for more cleaning. So I wrote that down. So basically, I'm going to read out what I wrote here. We were talking about Akashic Records, because some people say your Akashic Records are this, your Akashic Records are that, you need to do it this way and you need to do it that way. We had a discussion and I was like, and what would you say they were? And he was like, you know, your knowings and your energies and your everything that you've always been, your records of you sort of, you know, around you all the time, and you can just plug into them, you know, plug into your own Akashic Records. That's what they're there for. But he said, but, you know, people will say, oh, you have to do it this way. He said, you are already in yours, because he was explaining how you get it in, and I thought I definitely resonate with that. And it doesn't matter if people don't, because people will say stuff about stuff, you know, how they plug in, and it's not how you plug in. It's like, no. And I realised I was always doing it, because if you resonate with something, someone on a YouTube channel, of something they say, I'm not saying everything someone says, someone comes up to you in your life, you know, in real life, and they say something to you, and it could be one word you hear or something you resonate, again, you know, I'm not talking on YouTube, and things come into your life and stuff, that's also your Akashic Records speaking to you through, you know, other things. And he said, you know, through your art. I said, well, I know I do it through my art. It comes through my art. It comes through automatic writing as well, which I've always done. Because it just flows through. As soon as I start writing, it all starts coming in, and I think, oh my God, where did I get that from? That's your Akashic Records as well. And that's how I understand it. I'm not bothered about naysayers out there who will say, oh, it's not how you do it, you have to do this and that. No, you might have done it your way. I've just realised I've actually always been doing it and didn't know that's what it was. You should become a Reiki healer, Dolly. I am actually thinking of that. I know you can do it yourself, and I know, but maybe it's something I'll look into in the new year. Because I know, obviously, you have to go and pay for it and stuff like that. But I've always felt a bit like that with something. And when he said at the beginning, are you a healer? I was like, well, you know, I'd love it, because I love communicating with people. I am a people's person. If anyone's met me in real life, because some of you have, and Rachel's in here, Rachel's met me. You know I talk for England. Rachel, who's in chat now, will tell you. Rachel Pixie I met, and I've met a few other people in chat in real life, you know, not just the internet thing. I met at a meeting that we did with Roxanne, the Globalist, and I, whose channel I've just been on. When we met up, I didn't know Rachel from Adam, but I knew she was a good person off the energy I could tell in this chat. We've met up. She's got one of her meditation cushions still here, and when all this is, she'll be coming down for it. She'll be visiting me, won't you, Rachel? I've still got your coat here and your bag. And she stayed at my house. I was that trusting in Rachel. She came and stayed at my house. And it was the first time that I met Roxanne the Globalist and Aya, and she stayed at my house with her children, because I innately knew what their energy was. And some other people stayed sort of outside on the drive, but the ladies stayed in the house, and they've met me, and they know I'm exactly who I am on here. So for all the naysayers, yet again, you're wrong. You know, when we did that meet up, and maybe we will do something in the future, because it would be ace, you know, to meet more people. And you know, we do stuff like that, and we have done stuff like that. So do it. You can not do it. Yeah. So it's something I'll probably look into, you know what I mean? So yeah. Yes, Susie Q. So yeah, so Rachel Pixie in chat has actually met me in real life, not just someone, you know, saying, oh, somebody's this, somebody's that, just because what you think I am on here, when people get things a lot twisted. So yeah, where else was I going with all that? So oh yeah, with my writing. So this is what came out of just like scribbled out on here. So I'm just going to read it. See what I actually wrote, because I can't remember what I wrote. Nice to hear such positivity. Need to sleep, but wanted to say thanks. Thank you, Mark, for coming in and saying that. You can always catch up another time. I'm going in a bit myself, because it's been a long day today, but it's been really good energy. So I wrote in also we I can never read me writing back, because I just write it out dead fast. Did you find our collective knowledge, please? Also elaborate, Mr. Smith. the collective knowledge and there's your own, isn't there? Even though, you know, we all get there, your aura is big and bright, beautiful. Thank you, Susie Q. So just let me realise what I've actually wrote down here. Oh yeah, I've just wrote out, this is what just came out of me in your records. Well, I know my knowledge, you know, that's all I'm sort of bothered about at the minute. Your inner self has an innate knowing. Yeah, I always say that, an innate knowing whether people are deserving or trust you or not. Yeah, and that's why I've said, you know, I know myself and there's an innate knowing, and it's really funny because people go, how do you know? And it's like, yeah, just know. Can't explain it, I just know. Went to the Q but seem to find it anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to read this out and not get distracted, and then I'll come in chat. So it says, just let me have a handful of blueberries and a drink of water. Electrolytes, people. So, I'm just going to read this, if it makes sense, of how I did. This is just what came out of me. So, also, we realised, oh yeah, this was a chat I was having with the healer. Also, we realised there's been other forms of energy who couldn't quite work me out. There's a lot of people out there that can't work me out. They think I'm contradicting and everything. It cracks me up. It really does crack me up. So I've just wrote, they really can't work me out because I've been doing it naturally. What I mean is, because I've been in my Akashic Records naturally, I'm just, all this is just like coming together. It's so beautiful. And the things I've been doing, and I've had this in the past with other people, and it's been like, how do you know this and how do you do that? And it's like, I don't know, I just know. It's like a natural thing. Like I said, I've been into the whole sort of alchemy thing anyway for years, so I was already doing it, you know what I mean? But maybe different words, because we label things so different, it all gets mixed up in the whatever, you know. So I don't know where he is, what our souls is about. Yeah, I don't know. Doing his own thing. I've been, you know, I just find it funny how people can't work me out. So they want to class me as something bad because they can't work me out. You're not supposed to be working me out. You're supposed to be working yourself out. Honest to God, I find it's like Comedy Central. So that's it. Laugh at it. I do laugh at it. Like people, someone came in the other day and said, "Are you all right?" I said, "I've been all right. I'm always all right. Even if I bring things up and talk about it, people will see it as like, don't waste your energy." But it needs to be talked about sometimes because I find it quite funny, in a sense of, okay, but when people can't work me out, why are you trying to work me out? Go and work yourself out, you know. Go and work yourself out. So I just find it funny how people, I do honestly think people get jealous when, like I said before, they're not doing it their way, or you've just gone through it. Like I went through a bit of a harder way to get to that. You've just like, it's like, does it matter? And I've just put, can't work me out, because I've been doing it naturally and not really, what did I put? Not really aware, in a sense. I was as such, and I do it in an awakening form and became these energies look and think, where is she? Oh yeah, they look and think, where is she getting it from? Well, you get yours from where you get yours from, so you should know that anyway. And then I put my Akashic Records. For me, they're not for anybody else. You're not tapping into mine, I'm tapping into my own. I don't really want to know about yours. Yes, there's a collective state of consciousness, but when I tap into mine, you shouldn't be all up in like, oh my God, these messages are meant for me. My messages and my Akashic Records are meant for me, to help me grow. You've got your own, you know, etheric, your etheric records to tap into. So, you know what I'm saying? So then I put my own soul records. That's what I've named it. This just comes out when I'm writing. Tingles in the head, at the top of the head. As I write this, as I was writing this out, I was getting tingles all over the top of my head. I know that spirit realm and all that connection saying yes, yes, yes. Got a message for you. Let me know when you are ready to read it. All right. Just let me read. I'll read this out and then you can let me know. Is that all right? Because I'll get distracted. So, on the head, blah, 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 blah. So, and then it says, and mine comes in, I hate when I can't read my own writing. Mine comes in many different forms, as I have a lot of gifts. I'm going to shout that out. That's not being big-headed. I've got a lot of gifts. I am creative. I'm not going to, yeah, I will blow my own trumpet. I've got many gifts. and I'm coming online more and more. And that's not to say you haven't, because everybody has, but you've got to get in tune with it. So there's a lot, people get jealous out there. I said to my friend today, and even the person that was doing the healing, why the hell would you get jealous of people that are coming online with their own gifts, the superpowers, the supernatural powers? My friend was like, I look at you like, wow, that's amazing. I want to do that. And I said, you can. She went, I know, I'm getting more into it. And I just think it's beautiful. You can't get jealous over it. It's just like more and more people are waking up to their own divinity. So isn't that what we want? And I look around and think, wow, it doesn't matter. There isn't levels. We could say stages, but it doesn't matter when someone woke up. They woke up when they wake up with the right time. They need to wake up because that's how you do it. It's like, it's beautiful. It doesn't matter if you just woke up to the corruption of the 3D of the government, this, that, and the other, that people already know, because it's beyond that. And I've said that before, but people out there seem to think that that's the only thing that I've woken up to and it's nothing new. And it's like, no, you're still not understanding me at all. I've been on the plant-based diet for 4 weeks. Compliments. Yeah, Josh is really good, Dave. I find it a little bit hard with my young kids and that, but yeah, we all get there. We all get there at the end. Don't know what you're talking about, Lord Fry Bread. You have to elaborate a little bit more on things that you're saying. Just let me get through this bit. I do believe those records help people when they're looking for answers, so it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, and some people, it's just there. So like I said, I'll just read this out. So, and no one can ever take it away. When you know who you really are, and like I said, in your divinity, no one can take it away. People can say things about you, people can do things, whatever. It doesn't really matter. That's people yet again projecting when they don't like to see something in someone because there's something inside themselves that they're not looking at. I will say again. And then I've wrote, it will never sleep again. You'll never go back to sleep again or be suppressed, because we've been suppressed for quite a long time. Again, I feel like suppression. Do you remember them things as a kid where it was like a sucky toy and it stuck to the table with the spring on it and you pressed it down and then all of a sudden it went pop, 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 pop. It's like that. You've been suppressed so long and you press that toy down, it goes poof, and it's like you burst into your divinity. Well, that's what happens when you suppress people. So ain't suppressing me anymore. Any other energies suppressing me, and that goes for other people out there, is not in their true divinity, because someone in the true divinity would not want to suppress anybody or say they're not doing their, or do whatever it is, and trying to look for every tick back, tick, what is it? Little bit to put, do you know what I mean? Against somebody's own awakening on their own path. I mean, oh my God, who are you? Who are you energies that want to do that to people? Even if you're not into some of the things somebody talks about, it's like, what? Donna told you we can all heal, Dave. We can all heal. That's what everybody should be, coming onto the thing now with all that. So I am not here to tell you. If I've ever sounded like, I know I have in the past, if I've ever sounded like I'm trying to tell people what to do, blah, 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 do it this way, do it that way, I'm sorry, I don't want to come across as that. I know now you get a bit frustrated on a lot of, bits in the path and stuff like that. We think we're here to try and wake people up. I've said before, I know it's not about that now, it's just about guidance. So I just put in, I am not here to tell you. And I've always said, don't listen to me, do your own research. If you resonate, resonate. If you don't, that's fine. But I know a lot of you do resonate in the chat, so that's where the connection comes up with that. I am not here to tell you. And like I said, I'm going to use this. I'm going to say this was Indigo 7 coming through, because I drew that and then all this started coming out. In 2 minutes, I'm celebrating my birthday. Oh, Rachel. I say happy birthday to Rachel. As soon as it hits, just shout it out, Rachel, and I'll sing happy birthday to you. In like, well, you'll know who it is if I do it. So, yeah, where am I at? Tell you, I'm not here to tell you, I am not here to tell you your truth and how to do your path. I'm here just sharing my path, in the hope I can inspire others to shine their light. And if you resonate with parts of what I say, it's your knowing your Akashic Records, you're showing up, basically. And I am here to help people raise the frequency and tune into you, yourself, and your higher self, higher states of consciousness. We are here to offer a hand along the way, not tell you how it must be done, because as you go along, and I put it massive letters, your path, your mission. Everyone's got different missions. They're not the same, even though it goes to the same point. You will learn what resonates and works for you, because everybody learns and works differently. So there's no right or wrong way. Anyone's telling that, nah, you can't wake people up. They have to wake. Yeah. But there's a lot more waking up now, which I just think is absolutely beautiful. So is it time yet, Rachel? God, don't tell me it's midnight. I'm yakking on, trying to get through this. But I'm not tired, full of energy still. Oh yeah, so it's your birthday now, so I would sing it in. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rachel. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray. Give Rachel loads of hearts in chat because it's a birthday. Oh, hope you have a great day today, even though that's you know what I'm saying. That's when the white mirror comes into our corners of the, when you see red and blue and they suppress the, yeah. See all the happy birthday to Rachel. Yes, that's beautiful. And I will be seeing you at some point in the very, very near future. And we've got Imagination Warrior in the house. I'm feeling brilliant. I've had a Reiki session today, so you might have to go back to this because I'll be going off shortly. Brilliant. Not been looking at any crap out there because we all know the fraudsters going on. Not looking. Been tuning into myself. So I'll just finish this little bit off, and then I think Susie Q had something to say to me, and I've got to show you some cards. So what resonates with you? So if you if I've come across as, I just said, if I've come across a bit pushy sometimes or stubborn isn't a bad thing. It makes you stronger, and it's got me where it's got me today, so I needed it. A bit like, you don't have to kill your ego off, but it has to come into balance. It got there, it got me here today, and now I know it's not for me to tell you what is. It's for you to have your realization. And then under realization, under realization, I've put realization, real eyes. And then I said it sounds like nation, sort of realization, nation. And this is just me doing my thing. The real eyes on your nation is, I mean, we have got eyes on a certain nation because if it falls, we all fall. But your nation is your own vessel, and what's going on within you. Focus on you, because it's your emotionally, wrote it down here, emotionally, you need to get your emotions in balance. And under that, I've put lance. You've got balance, and then I've put a line under lance, because you're lancing. You are lancing the heads off. You are lancing what's not needed. That doesn't align anymore. So life becomes easier to flow and connect in these divine waters above and below, meaning balance of the bridge of the physical and the non-physical realms, which is always what I'm waffling on about. You know, the way I do it. It's also my son's birthday. It's your son's birthday. Happy birthday to your son who's 41. Ooh! I don't need to prove anything to anyone. Only me and my knowing matters, because my matters in my reality, matters in my realms of consciousness. So I'm just absolutely ecstatic today with my breakthroughs, and what I always knew was what I always knew, even if I'm going to say this, I'm probably going to get it wrong, but you'll know what I mean. What I always knew was what I knew, even if I didn't know what I knew, but I always did know. So when people go, oh, she said she knows, but she doesn't know, but she knows, but we don't know. It's like, yeah, do you not get that? Because I do. We know, but we don't know. We've been playing hide and seek with ourselves, which I think is hilarious. Now you're like, oh, okay. So there might be things that next time I come on chat, I might remember about the Reiki session, if anything goes on with any clearing out from here to when next time I'm on. So I've got some cards to read out before I go, but I've just had a frigging beautiful day. And then I got on Roxanne's channel. Roxanne's channel. That was excellent. Great people in chat who might be in here now. The whole dancey thing that went on in there with people waking up in Hull. That was excellent. We can all manifest deep state crash. Oh God, yeah, we are doing that. We're definitely doing that. The cabal. As above, so below, the heavens have won, so it's just playing out on the earthly realms. We are the bridge between both. Yeah, I know about Hertz. You're on 432, and I was talking about Hertz today with someone. But, yeah, so, Susie Q before, Susie Q had a message, because Susie Q gets messages as well. So I don't know what Susie Q's message was, and I'm going to show you the cards that I got today. Woo! When in bed, put one hand on your heart. I knew you were going to say that. And one hand on your... Okay, I thought you were going to say on my solar plex then. In bed, put one hand on your heart and the other one on your throat chakra. Close your eyes. Your celestial sister wants to show your face and communicate. Oh, thank you, Susie Q. I'll do that after. I shall do that after, and I'll let you know. So I pulled out some moon cards I've got, and it said, believe in the impossible, I always do. And funny enough, it's blue moon. with the blueness. And then I got step out of your comfort zone, north node, which is funny because that looks like the star that I'm always gawking at in the sky. Shines bright like it's communicating. And then I got new moon in Cancer. I got you and your loved ones are safe. Well, I know they are because I always put that intent out there of energy. She's at your right side now and smiling. Oh. Yeah, it's funny because I can feel that side. And then today I pulled out some cards, and the first one that sort of fell out just made me laugh was the White Witch, be the light, because White Witches are the light. We're not talking about the dark side. There's two sides to everything. And I just love this picture because I've not actually pulled this card out before. Be the light. Be your own light. Be the beacon. You know, for yourself. So we got that. This is a little story. We've got quite a few here, but watch the story unfold. So we've got these cards were for me, by the way, and this was after the energy clearing. So I got trader. Funny that, trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Yes, we do exchange energy to create abundance. That says trader. That's someone, you know, selling his goods. Yeah, I've got goods to sell as well. Nothing bad in that. It's an energy exchange. And it's a guy with dreads. It's really beautiful, that as well. You know, he's loving his trading. He's loving his business that he does. My son said, thank you. You're welcome. Back of the head tight. It's activity, the light. I always get a lot on the head here. It's like somebody's going, tickle, tickle, tickle. It's doing it now. Yeah, and then I got, this was beautiful, shapeshifter. Can all be shapeshifters. That's why people don't get me sometimes. Transformation and unveil your gifts. Well, we're all coming online. Like I said, doesn't matter when people came online with the gifts and this, that, and the other. Be happy other people are doing it and they're just sharing their information on their platform, you know. So we've got that, and then we got the she-wolf, which we've had quite a few times now, Unleash the Wild Within. Like I said, ladies out there, you want a good book to read? Get Women That Run With Wolves. Oh my God, such a good winter story for women. And like I said, we want to be a wolf in sheep's clothing. There's no way we're being a sheep in wolf's... Is that right? Sheep in wolf's clothing. Yeah, of course we're a wolf. We've been playing the game cunningly, you know what I mean? So... and then the sage, be devoted and committed. The more devoted and committed you are, we get distracted. Everybody does. Even people who think they're very spiritual sometimes. And there's the orange. I had a lot of orange colour in today as well. You know, the sage. The sage is like a witch, a wizard, a wise person, you know, whatever you want to say, because it's all the same word. So when people get in fear of witches, it's like, oh my God, do you even know what that word stands for? Nature-based people. And then I got this one. This one was brilliant because the colour as well. And honour your inner knowing. Well, I am doing. That's why no one can tell me any different. And it's the Medicine Mother, and it's beautiful. Infinity. They've tried to break the infinity, haven't they, in the connection. That's beautiful. Sometimes I step outside and smoke a cigarette and play a song. It's appeared before me. And so, yeah. And then I've got the Water Guardian as usual. Funny that, because the Guardian that I would call now Indigo 7 was blue. I am a Pisces, so I love this pitch because it's like waters above, waters below. I can be in the waters below and the waters above. Connect with your emotions. Well, I do, because I'm Piscean as well, highly emotional, but it's getting them into check as well and not letting other people get you in any state of emotion, because emotions, you don't need to be, what's the saying? You don't need to, in a sense, people go, what? We don't care for people getting all emotional. I don't mean we don't care. It's your emotions. Sometimes you're just getting triggered by something that's giving you emotion within, which really doesn't mean anything. You're letting that emotion run away with you when really sometimes it's not even what's going on. So you do have to get them in check. It's just, we came here to feel, but it's not about letting them run away with you, and stuff like that. So, and then the next one, I love this as well, was the eagle. A lot of people talking about the eagle, and I think even Magenta Pixie was saying the other day she didn't realise it was actually a symbol for America. I knew it was, which is great with what's going on at the minute. And we've got the all-seeing eye, and it's the eagle, see from a higher perspective. Well, of course we do. Of course we do. You need to see both, both stories and both sides. You can't have a debate if you don't know the other side. And I love this one, Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. I always reflect. You're more reptilian if you don't, I would say that. You need to reflect on what you're doing. Not projecting on people, reflecting. There is a difference, because it's funny, if you look in the mirror that she's looking at, she's looking in a cosmic mirror. It's got the universe in it. The cosmos is, it's as above, so below. What happens up there happens down here on the earthly realm, and that's the whole thing with manifestation. So as I've said before, if you're focusing on negative things and things that aren't really aligning with you, or that, when I said check into the spiral and up and down, you're going to get in your life, you're not going to feel very happy within yourself, and things are going to get on your nerves and irritate you and all that, because you're not really focusing on your true calling. You're focusing on somebody else or something someone said or something someone's done over there, or your family have said this or someone said that. It could be anything. This happens, and it's because you're not focusing on you and what you want in your life, and the things that maybe goals that you want in your life, maybe next year, maybe when this all disappears, because it will do. The virus ain't going to be here forever, trust me. And, maybe there's little goals you can step forward to, whatever that is, because people have different things. And then this one's come up. Effie will love this, because this has been up a lot of times. And this is why I say we are warriors. We ain't going to take shit. Not, there's a spiritual thing that goes on, is they want a lot of spiritual people to sit down and be very quiet and very it doesn't matter, we've got to do it now. There's two sides to that. Nah. There's a bit of both needed, actually. Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Like I said before, Native American Indians and all sort of different people that were indigenous to nature and this, that and the other, they were connected, and they weren't like fighting people, but if it came down to it, they would do, because, do you know what I mean? I don't want to take no shit. And then the last one I got, the near to last one I got was beautiful, because this has come up before. Remember, these cards were for me, and I know they'll resonate with other people. High Priestess, harness my mystic power. Well, that's what I've just been saying. And this has come up a few times for me, so I know that's what I'm doing. And then the last one was, like we got the other day, so probably won't need to do the cards this week again, is the sun came up again. Enjoy success and happiness. Golden age people. I can't wait for next spring, honestly. It's the reset. Not their reset that everyone's moaning about. Not theirs, ours. So the sun. The beautiful sun. Centre point. So they were great. And they're beautiful. Beautiful cards. So yeah. So quantum bits exchange, we are connected. Yeah, quantum. That's why I say Q's quantum as well. People don't realise, it's there's loads of different layers to it. Your quantum field that you're in. Yeah, quantum particles, everything. I use different words for things, but yes, it is quantum. Just watch Josh read out the true teaching of Jesus. Yeah, I watch all that, Dave, and I've got the Bible, so I know it's just interpretations and this, that, and the other, and I'm watching less and less these days because I'm just tuning into my own divinity, and then when I see things, I'm like, yeah, yeah, and I just go with what I feel I need. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, the mind is survival. Well, the thing is, you got your lower chakras, earthly, and you're going in the middle, the bridge, and then your higher realms, your chakras, your higher realms are heaven. These are your higher realms of consciousness. So, the heavens are your higher realms. So yeah, I know about all that, but they do really good work, for the people that are coming into that, and some people don't understand it at first, and then they do. But the heavens are your higher realms of consciousness. Everything's connected. You are a cell on Earth. You are a cell. You are a cell on Earth, and you work on Gaia. Helping her, even though they've been trying to get us not to help. And then you are, say, Earth is like a cell in the cosmos, because they're all cells, particles of light, and so on and so forth. And we're all made up of light anyway. And then there's, you've got you've got like the celestial beings that are all the big cells, microcosm, and I always get that word wrong, macro, because you've got a heavenly body with all the cells that are working within that, which are the planets, and we are on Gaia, and so forth and so on, and you could just go on and on and on. There are chakras above the body. They're galactic. That's what I would say, galactic. Now people get freaked out when you say that. Call them what you want. It just means higher. They say there's 13, but I believe there's more than that. But that's when people get mixed up with like you're talking about galactic. Galactic just means higher. You would say your heavenly realm and then your galactic realm, and it goes on. That's how I see it. And I don't know why people get so triggered and peed off with people using different words. It's like, better weakness is better weakness. Why did you? Yes, I did talk with Roxanne before. What cards? These are really nice. These are angels and ancestors, which I think is very relevant for today. Oh yes, very like native, and that are good. We will build the goal. We've already built it. I think we're still building it, but it is there. It's there anyway. It's there anyway. So it's been there for a long time, I would say. When you think about it now, it's just been waiting. And we're waiting for more people to come along, People get like, oh my God, I'm so frustrated. It's like, yeah, well, if you're happy within yourself, you'll be content that, more and more waking up, and it's beautiful. And those good things come to those who wait. You know what I'm saying? And really, time's going so fast now, anyway. It might not be if you're all in doom and gloom, because it never does when you're not having fun. But when you're having fun, it goes faster. And that's why I lost a day again today. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Where did that go again? Tuesday again. Wednesday, but I'd lost a day again. Susie Q had a message to split the deck. What? You want me to what? Oh, hang on. What? You want me to put... Where's the deck? You want me to shuffle and split the deck? Because I'm going to have to go in a minute. It's late. I've got to get up in the morning, school and all that. But I'm just saying thank you all for coming in, and thanks for the people who've been on my path with me. Just sharing my path, because that's all it is. No wrong or right way. If you resonate with stuff, you resonate. It's to me, it's your Akashic Records telling you, that you resonate with something. And I'm just glad that I have a beautiful chat. And to all the new people, thanks for coming in. Just like to say, it's just my journey that I like to share. Because I like to share, because I care. I've always been a chatterbox. Anyone can say it. At school, I always got done for talking. So, it's all good. It's all good. There, that's a message of yours. So, right, I will split the deck, because it's not normally how I do it. But yeah, it's coming in when all the good people get on. But yeah, definitely. And there's loads. Some people go, oh, I can't see anything going on. I went, people I'm connecting with on here, behind the scenes, people I'm reconnecting with. I don't mean reconnecting with, I've always been friends with Roxanne. And then I go out in the world today and, meeting someone, same mindset, knows what Trump's a part of, this, that and the other. It's bloody brilliant, people. Knowing that everything I was coming in alignment with, I knew that I was coming, and I hate saying I know, but there's no other word, it's just knowing. And it's beautiful, and it's like... We're doing a meditation. Me and my fellow are doing a meditation this weekend, so that'll be fun. And it's funny because, like I said, meditations, you can meditate in nature. You don't have to be sat down doing certain stuff. I've realised that I actually meditate awake, which is ace. It was brilliant, and it was so brilliant. And it's just given me that more of a strong push to just shine my light even more, because I know now I don't need anyone trying to tell me this or trying to tell me that. Even if it's good, it's just like, but I know I'm standing in my divinity. I got told that the other day when my high self came in, when the being came over me, and I stepped into it. You know, I'm 33 now in chat, so there you go. Higher states of consciousness and higher realms of consciousness. So, you know, I'm just going to explain it and express it the way I understand it. If people don't get it, that doesn't mean I'm wrong or they're right. It's just me expressing it. There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to split this deck now. Yeah, meditate, awake. Yeah, you can walk in awakened meditation. Well, the one that's come up is, well, I've split it and I'm looking at the two. That's how I just felt to do it. So we got this the other day, as well as take care of your needs. It's winter. I said about this the other day. Everyone's got to take care of their needs now. Focus on what you love and you love doing. It is very important. Don't be focusing on other people. Focus on yourself. And then we've got yeah, people can visit you in your dreams. I visited Magenta Pixie, or she visited me the other day. But yeah, you can. In the astral. So, and then we got this the other day as well, and this is beautiful with everything that's just happened now, with where I went today. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences, because if you didn't know out there, you learn from your experiences. It's not what people tell you. It's not necessarily what you read, even though we do love reading because you resonate with stuff that's still source telling you, in a sense. You learn from your experiences. I'm learning from mine. Yeah, alchemy. Exactly. That's what alchemy is. That's why someone's getting freaked out lately thinking witches are bad. It's like, oh my God, you know about energies. It's all alchemy. At the end of the day, that's why no one can tell you any different. No one can tell you what your path is and what you're doing, and if you're doing it wrong or right. It's your experience. It's not his experiences or her experiences, because we sort of all have different experiences, but they still come to the same sort of outcome in the end anyway. And we all have different experiences, because certain things will wake us up more, or at the time we're supposed to wake up at. So to the people out there, again, concentrate on yourself. No one has to do it the same way as you. So as I said, like this card says, great teacher, learn from your spiritual experiences. That is how you grow. That is how you expand. That's how it's done. You know, if you're not learning by your experiences and you're still staying stuck, that's when you need energy clearings. That's when you need to go back and look at what it is. That's why I did the whole thing with the spiral system the other day, and people just staying stuck in stale energies. Like I said, if you're in the lower vibrating one with the hate, the jealousy, the fear, the anxiety, the what was in there now, all that sort of stuff, you need to go and look at what you're doing and why something's triggering you. You need to remove it and concentrate on yourself, because you're not going to move up. You're just going to stay there and stay stuck. And the more you concentrate on that, the more it's going to come in. The universe will give you more of it because it thinks you like it, because that's the only thing that you're focusing on. Hi, Nini. Ha! One of my other nicknames is Nini, spelt that way. Janine, Nini. My other nickname's Dolly. But, oh, that reminds me before I go. Let me just... Yeah, you are what you focus on, Dave. So, you know, exactly. Right, I'm just going to check something. Oh my God. Right. You ready for this? My nickname is Dolly, but I had Nini as well, Janine Nini. I've just Googled in Hebrew, just off my head. Looked on it. The example sentence with Nini, translation, memory. Just saying, I just thought that was quite hilarious. Oh, and also, one of the other things that came up in the Reiki was he saw butterflies, two butterflies, like, I can't remember which shape. He said, right, it went, well, there's a transformation and all this, that, and everything. It was like a mirrored effect as well. So I was like, what can I say? Butterflies, butterflies. But I was like, yeah. So I'm going to go now because it's late and I've got stuff to do in the morning and a child to get up with and all that. And I just wanted to come in and do that and speak on that. And if I remember anything more, obviously it'll be in the next chat coming. But I'm just ecstatic with myself. I'm very proud of myself. I'm just loving it. I'm just loving life. Is absolutely bloody amazing. And, even with all the stuff going on, like I said, I'm here to do my mission. I know what my mission is. And that's that, that is that. Oh, dragonfly tattoos, yeah. Yeah, law of attraction, yeah. There's a lot of people, I think Lady V was saying today, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, law of attraction. There's a lot of people who don't put the action behind it. You have actually got to put the action behind it because it ain't going to work if you don't actually put the vision with the intent with the actual action, So people have got to get off their asses and do stuff as well. Thank you for sharing, Dolly. I'm proud of you to enjoy time. Yeah, thank you, Susie Q. And have you got your thing yet? Is it arrived yet? Is it there yet? Is it there? It will be soon. I've got some stuff to send off tomorrow because I forgot that I went early to that place because it was an hour and a half and we had to wait for each other, so it ended up being longer just before school run. So got to do that tomorrow. Yes, to everybody in chat as well. So thanks for coming in. If there's any newbies, thanks for coming in as well. I'm just ecstatic. Like I said the other day before this, I know next year is going to be amazing for me and for you, and I'm just looking forward to sharing more stories and experiences on my path and where it's going to take me, because I know with the stuff that I'm tuning into, there's going to be a lot of really good things coming in, people that are new people that I'll be meeting and so on and so forth of that energy. Yes, and Rachel Pixie's just putting, if you'd like to make a coffee donation, that's just an exchange. If anyone wants to, they can, and that's over on my PayPal, which is in the live chat now if anyone's looking, because people have been asking. If you tap on live chat, you'll see it there, because I always forget to put it in, it's one of them. And if you do, that's great, and if you don't want to, that's great as well. Yeah, rest well. So I'll see if I come up, if anything happens over the next so many hours with the clearing and stuff, and all that. It's mad times we're in, but it's beautiful at the same time. It's amazing. It is amazing. Greatest time to be alive, basically. A lot of people, I might not be here on this realm to see it, they might be looking from somewhere else, but oh my god, we're here watching this. It's just amazing. Like I said, yes, PayPal is PayPal and it's in there, so time to chill your beans. Well, that's what I've been saying, Dave. I've been chilling my beans. I've not been looking at the news. I've not been watching much on YouTube because I've just been chilling, drawing. Did I draw anything? Yeah, I drew the being, didn't I? So anyone who didn't see it, I drew what came in the Reiki, which was this, and it's just full of stars because it didn't have a face. It was an energy and it was a being, and it was, yeah. And I've named it now, so if you hear me saying that, that's just what I've decided to do. That's what I'm going with. And then there was just two pictures of these ladies. That was the one I did the other day. I'm just wondering if I'm actually going to sleep, because the energy is just like, you won't be going to sleep tonight. But like I said, cute Susie Q, I'll do the heart, hand on heart and throat, and I'll see what's going on. I might do a film before I go to bed of the orbs, and I might put it up if they come in, and we'll see. But I best get my bum to bed because, yes. Dolly, do you never read all my messages? What do you mean, do I read all your messages? I can't see everybody's with the live chat going, but it's quite difficult to remember what you're saying and look at everybody's messages. So yes, I do read some of them, but I am looking at other people as well. So yeah, hang on. I know you're going on about the laxative, Dave. Yeah. I've been warned about that. I was getting that the other week, which was funny. Because we all know, really, we are moving energies as well. Ourselves, because when we come in attunement, that does happen anyway. Don't know if anyone else got that, maybe last week or the week before, can't remember. You know, it wasn't through something I ate or anything. Yeah, it's been non-stop learning. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? Non-stop learning. It's brilliant. I think people think they get to a certain stage and it's like, yeah, I know everything now. It's like, no, we don't. I mean, we are catching up with ourselves playing hide and seek with the higher selves, which is pretty funny. No sleep, astral travel. I do think so, Andy. I do think so. So let's go and get to bed then, Anna. Right. Someone you know. Yeah, someone who you know you will know that empty face can be filled in by more than one. Yeah, well, the thing is, funny you should say that because before I go, the blank face, it's got stars in it. It's diaphragm. I've called it Indigo 7, so that is a thing to me as well because it's a number that follows me anyways. Could be 7 beings. It could be many different. It's just taking turns to, I'd say, you know, my higher self, my guide. Yeah, can be, and it can change as well. So in a sense, it's good that it's called Indigo 7 because there could be many different beings of that are connected to me. Do you know what I'm saying? So yes, I do know that. I know it doesn't mean it's one energy or, you know, one soul fam or whatever you want to call it. So, or one guide, it can be many all at the same time. It's a bit like my Jenna picture when she says council of what is it, the white winged of 9. And people take the mick out of people for all that. It's like, get over yourself. You know, people are on their own journeys with their own things that they connect with, and if they put a name out there or they name it, it's a bit like labeling because that's what they resonate with, and sometimes it's just better to say this is what it is, you know, even if it's high self, whatever. But people get so up their own asses about stuff, and you know, take the mick out of people. It's like, who are you to be calling people out yet again? Do you know what I mean? So you have to tell us about it. If I remember, I will, or it might come in at another time. Yeah, Dave. The one that's with you now is standing alone right now. Yeah, I do feel that at the minute. Suzuki, I felt that when I was on the bed today, that they can come in and change, but at the minute it's one. I feel that at the minute as well. So that's personally what I was tuning into myself. But yeah, so I'm going to go. And what day is it? Tomorrow. Yeah, you probably won't. She says you probably won't see me till Monday now. I don't know why I'm saying that because if something happens, you know, I'll be on. And if it is, it'll be a dinner time chat. So I'm not even going to say see you next week. I'll just see you when I see you. If I don't see you, I see you through it window. You know what I'm saying? Bright blessing. Yeah, thanks, Susie Q. Anyway, thanks everyone for in chat. I'm not going to go through all the names because I really need to go. But thank you. And remember to stand in your own divinity, your own light. Don't let anyone tell you what you are or what you're not. You know what you are because you know thyself. So, like I said, just keep shining bright. Don't let anyone take anything away from you. And just know, don't let people affect you. Don't let other people's energies or anything anyone says to you affect you. Just keep pushing forward. See the silver lining and everything, and keep tuning in, and you will see things too. If you are not at that stage or things are coming in, you will get there because we all are. So like I said, you look at other people no matter what stage they're at and you just see it as, oh my god, that's beautiful. They're going to go through so much of a transformation. Whereas I know people say that to me, like, oh, you're going to see this next. And someone told me the other day, I got in contact with Mark Atwood's friends, and he was like, oh my god, that's like the honeymoon period I went through with all that bit before you get into other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, why would people not think that's beautiful? Come on. I do. I'm just in awe every day of like, oh my god, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm going to shut up because I could actually stay on all night because I'm not frigging tired. But I might be after when I get in the astral. So anyway, yeah, boundaries. So yeah, keep vibing high and I will see you soon. Bye.